Cash, cash, cash. Money, money, money. Cash, money. It's time for cash.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a good intro, isn't it?
What an intro.
I know. I was trying to think of something and I couldn't, so I just kept saying the map name. And I hope there's some inspiration would strike, but it didn't. So that's just how it goes sometimes. So we're gonna have cash between these two awesome teams, and I can't quite. I mean, PENTA have been playing really well, and I was quite surprised at how strong they looked in the face of HellRaisers. Of course, HellRaisers were playing really, really well. I mean, Angel was entry fragging like a beast. He was doing his job. He was clearing out middle. He was creating lots of opportunities. But the same was said for Simple until we got later and later into the round and into the CT sides, and suddenly Crystal started to actually get lots of picks on Simple, really early on, and this started to really hurt the dynamic for HellRaisers. And before you know it, PENTA looking really good. Again,
we saw the same from Poly in the previous match. By the way, guys, they've only just resolved the issue they had in that match, so the second game is only starting right now. But we're going to continue with this match. But again, Poly was going huge for his team with the AWP, and we're seeing the same thing from Crystal here, and Simple as well, but Crystal just bringing him over the edge there with the AWP. So, so the good thing is, though, both these teams are playing really well at the moment, which means that we should be in for a really good game here on Cash.
Oh yeah, love Cash, love Cash. There's lots to do on Cash. Is such a cool map because it's very simple, but there is loads of, don't you dare say anything, but there's loads of stuff that you can do. It's one of those things, easy to understand, hard to master sort of thing. And so I'm really looking forward to seeing the kind of styles that these two teams bring together. I imagine that HellRaisers probably don't have a lot of a read on their opponents. But usually HellRaisers aren't a team that really operates too much on strategy. They just have their strong tactics, and they just run their usual tactical play, and they don't really have an overarching strategy from team to team. Whereas a team like LDLC has lots of strategies, and a way to think about it, because a lot of times we talk about strategy, tactics, and stuff like that, and I think it can be a little bit ambiguous in this team. Some people call everything strats or everything tactics, and people don't really differentiate. How would you
segment these things, DDK?
Well, I was thinking about it in the break, just an easy way to explain this, and the way I would explain it is that it's kind of a strategy is kind of an umbrella term. Like if you have a strategy, it is your approach to win a round, for example, in this case. So let's say, for example, if we take an Inferno, you're on the CT, your strategy could be to play very, very passively and you want to win the round like that. Or let's say you want to play really aggressively, and the idea is that you want to win through limiting options for the other team. So let's say that's the idea. Okay, so how do we do that? So we do that by taking lots of map control. So you can, okay, we're going to throw the deep smokes onto Banana, we're going to secure Banana, then we've limited their options, and this is the way we want to try to win. And this is something that LDLC do, for example. They have these aggressive rounds where the strategy is to, say, stop the enemy's strategy before it can actually start. So you disrupt their round and you force them to make a really hard mid-round call with, let's say, 3 players against maybe 4 or something. So there's so strategy is like an umbrella term. And let's say, so you've got a strategy, let's say, has loads of different tactics that can fall under it. So it's the tactics are the way that you will achieve a strategy, basically.
Yeah.
So does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay. I tried on the spot.
I think you did well. I just had to adjust the nade, I'm sorry.
Could adjust the nade. But yeah, that's generally the thinking here. But HellRaisers are a team that they don't particularly have loads of different strategies when they approach opponents, but what they do have is a really strong set of tactics that fit the players on their team. And this is something that you can also talk about with Fnatic, for example. They've got really strong strategies that really fit the roles of the players, and they don't tend to switch stuff up too much versus the teams that they're playing.
Indeed.
So there you go.
So I had something to say. Yes. HellRaisers. They've been playing one map where they have been beasting people recently is Cash. We saw them absolutely muller Titan on here, and they mullered a second team as well, who I cannot remember. Can you remember who it was?
HellRaisers, they killed Titan and they killed NIP. Was it NIP?
Yeah,
was it NIP?
It was. Yeah.
I think it was
NIP.
So
they've posted some really good results here on Cash recently. Again, we are on Cash now versus a team whose name I can't remember, even though I've been watching them for 45 minutes. PENTA, thank you very much, production. So I'm curious to see. One thing to note, obviously, is that
Team Crystal.
Team Crystal have the AWP, which is really, really on fire right now. So I am quite curious to see where they choose to play on the CT side more specifically, because Simple can go to B, or they may. In that match they were rotating him Kenny style, which I think might work out quite well for HellRaisers. although they were playing really slow on the T side, which is very Na'Vi-like. So I think they have to figure out which identity they want to run with here.
Exactly.
And then
if we try to frame this in what we were previously discussing, and you like bring Na'Vi, like Na'Vi have the strategy where they play really slow, and it is like a strategy. It's like a thing that they're trying to do because that has an effect on what happens for the other team because they're facing up against something really different. So we can say that they have certain tactics that support this overall end, which is we want to force the other team to try to do something, like to try to make information plays, and then we want to be ready to pick them off with certain setups.
Yeah.
That's a Na'Vi opening basically. So there you go. That's the umbrella of the strategy is the slow play, and then they have all the tactics that fall under that help that end to win the round. So there you go. Trying to reinforce things. There you go.
Marvelous. Good stuff, DDK. So we should be into the game anytime soon. Producer's promising us that we should be there very soon. He's saying 30 seconds now. If it's not, we'll have to go there and kill him, DDK. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
How much meat do you think we can get from production? Like if we were stuck on a tube, if the three of us were stuck on a tube, right? We're like the tallest guy, so we have to kill him first.
We resort to cannibalism. But what about... But because we're on the tube and we don't know, it's like an indiscriminate amount of time, we don't know when we're going to get freed. Surely we'd kill the biggest guy who would support the most sustenance, which would be you, James.
I don't like the story anymore. This discussion's gone sour very fast.
It's a good thing I'm the middle guy.
So I think we must have missed the knife round. It looks like PENTA, excuse me.
Oh no, we missed the knife round.
Looks like PENTA are going to be on the CT side, and the smokes and flashes are coming in here from the T's towards the A side.
All right, so some nice defense here from Dennis. Only one frag though. Surprising, almost had the second. Not quite though. HellRaisers going to use that to get the bomb down. And PENTA are going to be working their way in for this retake. Because I'm not going to find anything with the USP there, as Angel is watching the flank. This is looking quite good here, and they've killed a lot of time. Felix is going to go in for the execution there of Markloff over at Forklift, and they got the double stack behind the boxes. And Ozzy goes in with one, and it's just a 1-for-1, but they're killing so much time, they have to deal with 2 players now, and it's not going to happen. And goes for the knife. No cash money for you.
Interestingly, Angel's P250 has 52 bullets in the back. I don't think I've ever seen anyone exhaust the clip, the full capacity of a P250 on a round of Counter-Strike. And I do wonder in what situation that might happen. I mean, that's going to be a lot of wall banging through a grill.
Oh my god, a grill.
Ah, see, I specifically didn't say that, but you had to whip it out there. You're ruining my life.
Because of you. We've got the CZ and the 2 scouts here from PENTA. As HellRaisers going, this is a great counterplay actually. We talked about this a lot, how these counterplays can work, and HellRaisers just bullying PENTA completely. Those scouts are a non-factor right now. They're a completely wasted investment as HellRaisers just hit the site. There's no picking, they're just taking the site, and that's all there is. That's the reality of this round, and it's not a reality where the scout fits in.
The reality is HellRaisers seem to beast on cash. Is this their best map? That is the question.
Yeah, it very well might be actually. From the results recently, especially.
Yeah, lends itself very well to AWPers at the moment. Angel is just gonna be sensible and, well, I was gonna say try and save with his 8 HP, but he seems hungry for those kills. Still gonna be looking for Speedy, just having a jump around. In fact, apparently, this is statistically their worst map. However, it seems to be an Indian summer here because they are whipping out all the beastings on this map specifically, DDK.
Well, I mean, HellRaisers have been around for ages now, so statistically, I think, I mean, what we've seen in the last, month or so is should be...
They're skewing the results.
Exactly, things are changing. Times are changing. And look at this, they found themselves an empty bomb site. I wish I could find an empty bomb site. So I can plant my bombs there. I hope the NSA aren't listening, that would be pretty bad.
That sounded...
We're going to get raided, James.
Oh man. They'll find our grenade. They'll take our grenade away.
I don't want to get raided.
We've got to move.
Oh, you're going to find the grenade. You're going to slap the cuffs on, and then we're done. No more casting from us.
They can't take our nade away.
We'll be arrested. Just let them have the nade, James.
We'd have to delete the emoticon.
It's better than getting arrested. You want to get arrested over it?
We couldn't have the guys doing FACEIT nade in the chat if they took our nade.
But is it worth getting... You would get arrested over that?
I would, yeah.
I would just give them the nade. Would you try to kill me in the whilst I was doing that?
I risked bringing it to Milan, so... This nade means
Actually,
something
when
to
we
me.
went through security, because they checked us on our bags, was it in the hold luggage?
It was
or?
in the hold, yeah. I wasn't gonna bring a dummy grenade onto a plane. Like can you imagine? It's bad enough. Like, oh, let's never mind the rest of the profiling. But holy crap! All right, let's check that one. Oh, what's this then? That's not gonna go well. They'll probably shoot me on the spot.
That would have been awesome. Not shooting you on the spot. I don't mean that, but
Wow.
I mean like the awkward situation would have been awesome.
Wow, of course, that's what you meant, DDK.
Oh my god, this is digging a hole right now.
What to bury my body in? Not to get shot on the spot.
All right, well, actually, HellRaisers now are on AKs, and whoa, simple. Going in with a double there. They did push their way over the top into middle, so they have middle now. And all the options that go with it.
This is the buy round as well for PENTA here, but I hope they've held on to their receipts because all their guns are going bye-bye. Only 2 remaining now. Markov just playing with the door on the A-bomb site, doing a bit of swag style. Gets some wallbang coming in there. Can Robson find him though? Markov 88 HP. Robson not far behind on 57, but no helmet for him. No AK either, but no reason to have one at the moment. Bomb is going to head towards the B site, which has fallen as Speedy does find himself in mid, all alone. As Batman would say, you're alone. Let's take out Simple though.
Would he say that really?
Yeah, he said it's the Joker.
Oh yeah, he did, didn't he?
Yeah, you're alone.
What a mean
in that voice.
guy. Well, PENTA aren't going for the retake. It would seem, at least Spiddy is going to go for it. But as you rightly said, he is alone. Very ronery right now.
Ooh, that P90 is just heating up. Heating up
Like
like
a
a
Gatling
toaster
gun.
with Pop-Tarts inside. Only Robson remains here. Gonna go for the knife!
What?
Oh, no, that's
Oh,
Angel.
it's Angel. It's Angel. Okay, calm
You
down.
pressed the wrong button.
Calm down. We both thought. What? What did we? What
I
happened there?
thought you would have gone to Robson's view, so I was like, okay,
Yeah.
once Robson's running into the site with a knife out.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well. That was really weird.
With the meat cleaver.
Are we in the Twilight Zone?
He's lost his damn mind.
I think it's the Twilight Zone right now.
Yeah, we need to sleep.
Well, we're sleeping at all kinds of weird times of day.
Yeah.
We slept at like what, 4 hours in the middle of the day. It's good stuff.
I respect that. Seems legit.
It's the only thing we're getting, so better accept it.
Future, it has the AWP, which makes me think he's probably playing a spawn. Mr. Zero gonna have a quick look into A main, see there's an aggressive push from the CTs, but they seem to be opening up the door. And Dennis knocks on the door, finds Markelov. Markelov is no longer in the building, and that is gonna be a nice weapon. Oh, that chunky grenade coming in. It's like a bacon double nade burger there. Gonna put Crystal down to 51 HP.
They're actually cycling the bomb around towards the B bomb site now, so there is a lackluster defense on the B site, so it's a nice choice. It's just Crystal, actually gets tagged through the smoke, so you're not going to find much there.
Oh, Angel gets shot in the dome. That's 3 terrorists left, Half-Life 3 confirmed. They are going to try and push the B bomb site. They've got 1 man on there, but can they get the rest? The push is coming through the smoke. Crystal going to fall down about HP. Felix going to be close behind him. And the remaining CTs are going to converge, try and get the frags there, but Simple snaps Speedy's heads off. Got to watch out for the flames here. Only Kucha remains against 2.
And Kucha's going to go in, actually, and does get eliminated by Dennis. And he will promptly defuse, although he's going to defuse very slowly because he doesn't got the kit.
He's going to promptly defuse, except for the fact it's not going to be prompt at all.
Yeah, it's going to be very slow.
Very
He's
slow
just taking his
indeed.
time with it. There's no rush, you know.
He's having a sip of grappa, just admiring
It's
nature.
grappa. You have to explain what that is. I'm sure a lot of people don't know what that is.
I don't actually know what it is. Is it like a liquor?
It's a liqueur. It's
A liqueur, excuse me.
It's a digestive, which means that it helps you. It's supposed to help digestion, but I think it's just another. I think people just use that.
It's
And
an excuse to
it's an
drink
excuse
it, right?
It's an excuse to get drunk. Yeah.
Let's go, boys.
It's used to have a drink after you eat some food, have a shot. Anyway, PENTA are moving forwards now with their M4s. They got the AWP on Crystal, who has been beasting it. I think he's part animal, part AWP wielding animal.
What kind of beast are we talking here?
I think he's a.
Very angry sheep.
I think he'd be a panther.
A ram.
I'm gonna say panther's a bit cooler than a ram.
Yeah.
A ram is not a very cool image for him. But moving into exactly what's happening right now. What are we looking at?
We are looking at the overview of this map. DDK.
That's very good, James. So we've got a path to start where they're playing to crush any aggression. We already saw that there is a player, it's actually Crystal in A main, so that's kind of bad enough as it is. And they're actually deciding to go for the A push, actually. Angel's going to run the lurker role, the kind of flank those players rotating. And look at this, they're going to move into Crystal. Now that plan is blown up, they can't go through A main.
Indeed, that is going to be a wrap. And time is running out here for HellRaisers as they have 30 seconds remaining. The bomb is nowhere near a bomb site. Looks like they're going to wrap and try and do a fast B, but the clock is ticking down. I almost said the clock is clicking. Angel takes out Felix. He has support in mid as well. 17 seconds remaining. This is going to be a last-ditch attempt. All the HellRaisers team are going to come in. This could be a funnel here. Anything can happen right now. 2 CTs to defend on the site. And the crossfire is real as HellRaisers get cut down. They just left themselves with not enough time to clear the site here. It's a problem we see time and time again from these teams who go for these really late plays here. I mean, that was a long-as hell rotation, and no pun intended there, but just wasn't enough time for HellRaisers to do the job.
If only I could believe you that was not intended, but I just don't. And you know what? They didn't check the A main at all, and that push being in there, that Crystal just hiding in there, that just blew up that play so much that made them look a little bit foolish, actually. And if they're to play something similar, it looks like they want to play this round out. They want this round. Now they're just going to go for it and not going to mess around with the delay.
So we've got 3 nades over the roof. They're going to rotate through A main, and as you said to me off stream in a previous match, it's going to give the CTs time to get into position now. And Dennis is going to cut down Kucha and Markelov. Simple with a trade frag. Felix taking out Simple. Dozier on Felix. It is a 3v2. They could get the bomb down here, but it is on the floor right now. The smoke is all over the site. They have no idea where the CTs are. Not much is safe right now for HellRaisers. Angel will jump over and get the kill on Crystal though.
Robson in a really nice position. He's going to actually find himself a frag, but Dozier with 2 key kills at the end there. He actually made the triple, but that was a really scrappy round, but it was enough to push PENTA towards. They have to buy, but it's going to, of course, put them in a really bad position on the money now, as even Spiddy is just on a Caesar. They couldn't really buy properly, so the money was a bit awkward. So HellRaisers doing good damage.
Considering that was a forced buy for HellRaisers, Simple only had a Deagle in that round. It was great play for them to come out with the big W there. Markelov going to be with the Galil. The rest of his teammates on AKs for the time being. Going to try and build that bank before throwing the AWP over to Simple. Angel just shooting through the smoke there, trying to get some action going. Some distraction in mid. We may see a boost in the CT vents here. Indeed, that's exactly what we are seeing. We'll see if it stays that way. Indeed, we have Speedy up there. The vents going to get a shot on Kucha. Great play there by the CT.
Yeah, I mean, Kucha wasn't really being helped by anybody. I mean, there's some people kind of milling around in main. I feel like HellRaisers could have supported him with at least a Molotov into the vents, but it's Robson with the squeaky push who's going to eliminate Markelov. And this is the thing, HellRaisers, they don't have really a plan in this round. They're just getting picked off one by one, and would have liked to have seen more better thought out round there from HellRaisers. And
15 HP, 13 HP, Robson.
Oh, he's never going to expect this. Oh, but he will find the kill.
The bomb, but has he seen the bomb?
Not going to matter, and I'm still surprised that they just leave Kucha out there just by himself. I mean, at least throw a nade for the man. At least one nade. It doesn't even have to cost a lot of money. It could just be just at least a decoy, just something. It could be a cheapskate.
In favor of HellRaisers right now, and they are going to be on the eco. Markelov with the CZ75, that gun that we all love so much. Can you sense the sarcasm? We do have 3 P250s as well for Team HellRaisers. Let's see if they can make any connections with this. Speedy gets dinked to 76 HP straight away. Angel aggressively taking the B vents, but the flank's going to come in through the vent from mid by Felix. And the teammate Dennis as well. And the cleanup is real here. They're all getting buffed off the marble floors right now, apart from Markelov, who will pick up a gun on the A bomb site.
Yeah, so not much really for Markelov to do, but just try to survive. There's no real path to the bomb, so we can see that as far as money goes, fragging here is really, really important, and he knows it's very unlikely to win the round, so damage becomes a priority, and he does get 1 frag out of that in the end, and that is certainly going to help a little bit, but it is starting to get a bit scary as Oh, they're actually going to go for the force here, it seems. At least Kucha brought himself up in AK, so they are going to go force it.
Trying to think of a pun with force it and face it, but I don't think it's. I think it's a bit risky.
Yeah, don't do it. Chris are going to go with the peek there, and it does get smoked off just in time. And they're still actually, they have a big presence towards the A main doors here, but it looks like HellRaisers want to run the same strat where they have Angel run distraction on middle, but Dennis is going to actually bop over, and he does take down Angel. So the push still looking to come into A. They have everyone setting up with the nades. We can see here, Markov going to run through Squeaky. But the smokes are down. I don't know if HellRaisers can pull this off. It looks very bad for them right now. Dozier's going to be up on the boxes there, but he's got a player right above him. But that's the least of their problems. You know, Robson coming in, but Crystal was just laying into them with the AWPs, and they telegraphed that so hard.
HellRaisers getting chopped up like sushi right now, and it is going to be 5-5. PENTA bringing it back all square, and HellRaisers on another eco after that force buy in the previous round. And there's lots of money in the bank here for PENTA, so the HellRaisers force buys may not be so useful in future here. They're not doing bad on the T side, however, with 5 rounds in the bank or in the bank already, but they're going to want to get more. You're going to see probably a strong CT side from them as well, but the more rounds, the merrier. PENTA looking strong at the moment to take some more rounds here, especially this one. You find Felix falling down to the P250s here, but the rest of it's going to be a clean-up operation. HellRaisers wiped off the map.
So we need to see more. The thing is that's interesting is that HellRaisers have shown quite a few sloppy plays, and the thing that kind of works for them is that they are so individually skilled that they're actually able to pull off some of these plays. But when they try to do those A moves, it's never really been working. We can see that PENTA have had so much time to set up for it that we need to find. HellRaisers need to. I really think they need to work on something else here. Go with more mid plays. Show off their picking skills, make their way into mid with some good nade support. You know, open up the B split possibilities, and let PENTA make some moves and play reactively and try to read the map and then make the calls. HellRaisers so far just playing it passively once again, which is quite standard.
Kucha is still in T spawn at the moment. He's just starting to. Maybe he was checking his Facebook, but he's back in the match. And again, it's the slowest of slow rounds here from HellRaisers. They're not really picking any at all towards A, and there's only one person there, so if they did, maybe they'd go for the push. Felix has been spotted, but is going to get the better of Angel, and 40 seconds left. The bomb is going to be heading towards the B bomb site. Crystal is going to be there, however. It's going to put a stop to these shenanigans, take out Dozier as well, so this is looking like another brutal round here for HellRaisers. Crystal having none of it, taking off Markov. Crystal still going huge after the performance on map 1 here. So HellRaisers just making all the wrong decisions here, going to the wrong places at the wrong time. And the money is continuing to pile up on the CT side. PENTA going to be buying boats and partying with Dan Blazarian if this keeps up. 3 TZs for the terrorist side, 2 P250s. A few flashbangs here, maybe going for a bomb plant, but they've got no. They've got one smoke on Kucha. Got loads of flashbangs coming in towards the mid area, possibly trying to force a rotate, and they are going to come through the vents as well. So let's see if they can get a push here on the B bomb side.
From the back, Felix though going to take down 3 quite quickly, or rather 2, and before I can even switch to the next player, they all fall down. So very simple stuff there. Oh no. It always happens, doesn't it? 8-5 is the score now, as PENTA are definitely doing a good job. And HellRaisers, they are experiencing quite a lot of troubles. But the thing is, HellRaisers' strength is actually on the CT side. So already having 5 rounds is actually comfortable for them. But I feel like there's a lot more that they can really show and do on the T side. Yeah,
opportunities have been wasted. And Simple finally gets himself an AWP and puts it to work straight away as Crystal peaks in A main and does fall to the 17-year-old. So it's an early frag for HellRaisers and a slow continuation from them. Again, Kuch is in T spawn. I don't know why he's chilling out in T spawn all the time.
He's ready to smoke over to mid.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a smoke for the mid main, the CT mid main area. And if he just does the jump. or all that looks like could go to white box. Either way, that's the kind of smokes we've been seeing from them on middle. They haven't been fans of the wall of smokes, which I think are actually the most effective if you don't want to play many players in middle, because it can, you know, the CTs can't see anything. And either way, we're going to see Dennis pushing in from B storage, and this is certainly going to reveal a lot about this round. Let's just follow Dennis as he makes his way for the flank. Now, he might just catch them in time, misses Angel, but Kucha is going to be found. So let's find the frag, and there it is. Dennis coming in from the flank. They have to worry about him now as the push comes in onto A. Dennis couldn't have appeared at a worse time for HellRaisers, and they get shut down. And at this point, I'm even questioning, how did HellRaisers pick up all these rounds? PENTA are destroying him.
Indeed, something has changed here. PENTA seemed to... I'm not sure if HellRaisers were just running fast while PENTA had no money, or PENTA have made an adjustment here and just shut HellRaisers down. But HellRaisers going so slow, and all these pushes are failing time and time again. We are in the last round of the first half here. They have the full buy coming out with a very limited nades here for the terrorist side. And again, there's the wall you're talking about in the middle of mid.
Yeah, this is awesome. And look, there's the Molotov into the vents. I think he missed. Oh no, that's actually from the CTs to stop them getting up the vents. I don't know if they Molotov the vents themselves.
I think they Molotoved it twice, actually.
This is, yeah, it's really smart there by PENTA. They're bringing the heat now, quite literally, but HellRaisers are fragging like crazy, as you would expect. They got great aim and movement, and now it's going to be up to whether or not Robson can hold on to this forklift position. Dozier, death from above, takes down Robson. And that's going to be the bomb sites. But Spitty is making his way up short, so perhaps he can find himself a quick one-on-one. And that would be the start of his potential success here. He is going to find the one-on-one. That's pretty clean. And he spotted the second player as well. He has all the information. He can just go for this. He can just hold this. 3, 2, 1. And Dozier peeks around and he gets the defuse. Well played by Spitty. That's a beautiful risk. And 10-5 the final score between PENTA and HellRaisers on the first half.
HellRaisers with it all to do now. They need 11 rounds on the CT side, but first, they've got to win the pistol. So let's see what strats come out from both teams here as we go into the second half of this second map. PENTA 6 rounds away from making it to DreamHack Winter, Yongshipping, DreamHack's 20th anniversary. It's going to be crazy, man. There's going to be fire, horse heads, all kinds of things going on.
Already going to pick up one, finds their head with the P2000. And PENTA going to make their way into the B split. And here it comes. HellRaisers, are they ready for it? They're already squared up, and oh, Symbol coming from the side. They expected nothing. He does get 2 kills, and it's just Spitty left. So it looks like HellRaisers are actually going to pull this off, unless Spitty does something quite special. HellRaisers have this in the bag.
Marcos rolling with dual breasts and a cowboy hat, but won't get to fire them on this occasion. Doesn't even have a skin on them. Got to get that Marina in there. But that is the beginning here for HellRaisers. Got the M4s coming out for Angel and Simple.
So that's both pistol rounds won by them now.
Indeed. So we've got the P90s coming out for Markloff and Dozier. And the final M4 for Kucha. So nobody going to be ecoing for an AWP on the CT side. That smoke's going to deny Dennis. The scout for the time being is going to get boosted. But who will find who first? Simple will have to be careful here.
Yeah, got to be really careful. Dennis looking for the shot. This could get really ugly really quickly as the scout is coming into play. And there's nobody in the vents, and they're not peeking. This is really good. They know the scout's out there now, actually. He whiffed a shot through the smoke. So not peeking is pretty much the best thing that HellRaisers can do. But the CZs, they are dangerous.
How many scouts does it take 5 members to hide from? 1. And nobody holding angles right now.
They're playing it really well, actually, at the moment. But the problem is the CZs, because when those get close, as they inevitably will, because they're hiding from the scouts, things are going to get real ugly and real nasty.
Just like that?
Exactly like that. And we're going to see Felix picking up the M4, and they're just annihilating them now. In comes the shot there from Simple, but it's only 1 frag that he finds. And Dozier and Kucha coming in, but the P90 is not really going to do anything here, as Dozier is now left to try to win around with it. Might actually be able to switch up for that M4 perhaps, but it is exposed. And look at that, gets caught on the side. Oh, that's a nice reaction, but it's not going to work. And that was beautiful there. I mean, that's the ace that came in, and the fact that They ran the perfect counter strat.
That was... I don't even know what to say about that. I mean, it is a difficult situation now. What do? You kind of deny the scout from playing the ranged game by not peeking at all, but then you have to face the CZs. And they don't know how many scouts are in play there. They know there's one at least, but there could be 4, there could be 3. So it's an interesting, to say the least, situation in Counter-Strike at the moment with the scout CZ situation. A combination of them is proving to be deadly. All week here, we have seen... and eco rounds won by CZ Scout combos. So it is a death ball when you are approached by the ecoing team with such weaponry, as we have just seen HellRaisers got completely annihilated there by the terrorists.
Yeah, it was really, really well done, actually. And this is why you see LDLC run lots of players like that after they get the bomb down from the first round. But we have the push coming in the middle. Angel is going to work on the CZ action himself. Does pick up a single frag. And there are still 3 CZs alive for HellRaisers as PENTA occupy the middle. So Dennis is going to spot ahead there for Simple as he makes his way in. Smoke to CT spawn. And there it is, the first peek from Kuta, and it's going to reward him with a frag onto Spitty, but Dennis is going to get himself 3 frags, and that looks all too easy for the man, as Markov is lurking with a CZ and an AK-47. I would save this if I was him. That's quite a nice loadout, but no armor to play with.
Indeed. So we are looking at 12-6 here. HellRaisers half the rounds that PENTA have after this bomb does activate its payload. So HellRaisers have difficult decisions to make. Let's have a look at the money on the CT side and see what it has to offer. And not much at all. We could see a buy after this round. Let's have a look at what's left. It is going to be quite ropey. I think we're going to see the eco here. And they're going to just have to hope that Markelov goes huge. Money isn't super fantastic at the moment on the PENTA side either, but I mean, they're building back. They're not going to be ecoing for a while should HellRaisers string a few rounds together. But that looks unlikely at the moment. They've got a few smokes, a few CZs, of course, and AKs. So they've got an AK and 3 close-range AKs, basically. Crystal will take out Simple straight away, so CTs will not manage to get close up in mid, as they were definitely trying to. The nades will finish off Kuta as well.
Oh, that was not nice, was it? That's not a nice greeting from Crystal.
That's not polite, mate.
That's very rude, in fact. And CZ shoved in his face. And we're going to see PENTA just cleaning up at the moment. And it looks like HellRaisers aren't really turning up to play at the moment. And so we're going to have to see if they're going to be able to bring anything about in the following round when they actually pull together the buy. And we've got a Simple AWPing on the CT side, whether they can actually break the economy. But Dozier going to get taken out, and HellRaisers leaving a lot to be desired.
Somewhat controversially, Planet Key Dynamics have qualified for DreamHack Winter, so they do have a VAC band player, which we have now established. VAC band players are not allowed to enter qualifiers for official Valve tournaments. So a team who plays with a VAC band player in their main roster have qualified with a stand-in, which is a bit, I don't know. We'll have to see what the reaction to that is, but I can imagine what that might be. Anyway, we do have PENTA 3 rounds away from joining them here. Still no AWP on the CT side, and we can see what effect that may have had here by looking at the score. We do have Crystal, however, who has been going nuclear for his team today with that AWP. Simple getting some frags to the M4 here in mid.
Dennis eyeing himself up a shot. Waiting for the peek, and there it is. So patient. So going to find himself one at sandbags. There's still an occupation here for HellRaisers in middle. They don't want to give this up too easily. And there is the challenge. Oh my god, they can't kill each other. The nade comes in, but that's going to hit nothing but air. And as they swing their way into B storage, going for the B play. Bit of bunny hopping going on here from PENTA as they make their way into the site. Taking over. Don't have to worry about that position at the back of vents with the nice Molotov. in go Penta. There's a player at the back of the site though, and this might get really interesting now as Penta still haven't removed that guy at the back of the site. Dozier it is. Markov coming in, and still Dozier just stands on the site looking at the bomb. Here comes Spinny from Headshot, gets taken out. The reload is going to force Dozier into an early grave as Dennis comes in with no health, 6 health, but simple, he's only got 15. Picked up the M4, and that's the time gone, and that's the round for HellRaisers. So, interesting stuff here. Penta taking such a long time in that one.
Dennis at least managed to salvage an AWP, and that will be a small breath of air for HellRaisers, although they're still swimming in deep waters here. 2 FAMASs, 3 M4s, a bunch of grenades. Let's see what they can do with this. Again, Crystal with the AWP, and he's going to be as important as ever here for the terrorist team. Goes for an early frag though, gets smoked and flashed off, so CTs will survive for the time being.
So we're going to see Penta just slowly working on the default round then, and getting some players in middle. So actually quite a fast play into middle for them. And, oh, assaulted by Angel just out there in the open, announcing his presence. He's going to get taken down, so very interesting that there was no one there to help Angel. And you see Spitty working in some damage as well. They're all getting softened up, Simple and Kucha, at about half life. The B pushes are coming. There's not much that HellRaisers. Oh! Are you joking? What a grenade! Both Dennis and Felix going down. Oh my god, and HellRaisers with one grenade turn the ties enormously. And that is a very dramatic very dramatic difference. They were looking down and out for the count before that grenade.
Indeed, now we can see the economy starting to get stretched here on the T side, and HellRaisers, that timeout victory done him a world of good. Simple with an AWP now, and wondering if he can make the difference here for his team. Angel's got the AK, rest of them with M4s. We do have the CZs and P250s. We saw what happened last time we had a CZ push here from Penta. They are going to be looking to do the same thing as they approach the A bomb site once again. The CTs may be weary of a scout, but they're going to have to change their approach, because if they do what they did last time, then this game is going to be over. Early frag coming in there. Dennis falling. 4 men remaining. Still control of the bomb. Speedy goes down as well, so this could be a much cleaner anti-eco round for HellRaisers.
Yeah, this is quite clean indeed, and it's not really putting any damage in just yet. Markov is going to have to back away. His teammates there to cover him, and there you go, easy cleanup. So erasing all those players. Do you think HellRaisers have it in them for the run back?
Based on their previous performances, I think they do, but they have to keep the AWP out of Crystal's hands. That said, Dennis is the man top fragging here for the CT team. Simple though, not far behind on 21 kills, second top fragger on the map at the moment, and now he's got the AWP in his hands. We may see things get even more serious, but Crystal with the timing push with the AWP takes Simple out before he can even see anything.
Yeah, and Kucha in the vents, they know he's there now, and he's going for the duel. The repeat coming in, he actually gets the kill. There's no grenades to stop that. So Kucha going to find himself the equalizing frag, and HellRaisers will be thanking him. He's going to go in and swiftly high five Dozier. And Angel, look at him, he's in mid-main right now with 11 points of health. They're all really softened up apart from Dozier. So things are getting quite bad for HellRaisers. Going to need another magical grenade, and it's going to be the push up short to find the frag onto Markov as the push on A comes in. Penta going to drop that bomb right there on the spot. Got 3 players left for HellRaisers, but they're all really weak at this point in time, apart from Dozier. There's Robson. Now Kucha moving his way in, does take down Crystal with a full frontal lobotomy as Robson goes out for the peak, does eliminate Kucha. It's all squared up right now, and it's all on Felix. Felix goes down immediately. Dozier with a fantastic double at the end is going to take the round for HellRaisers, and the bomb does go down, so that's some money for Penta, but we can see the significance of this as HellRaisers are sitting on quite the bank. They could buy a few cars with that, and nice ones too.
Ooh, nice cars, shiny cars. Classic cars. We are going to see HellRaisers now only 3 rounds behind. AWP coming out for Simple again. Needs to avoid having his face in front of the barrel of Crystal's gun though, but Crystal's only going to have a CZ on this occasion. They need to keep Crystal off the AWP if they are to tie things up here. Angel finding Dennis which is important as well because he is a top fragger at the moment for PENTA. But Felix does go and take out Angel on a trade frag. Simple getting his revenge now, currently on the A bomb sites. Bomb is down near T-spawn for the time being, so T still have options, but they're running out of options bit by bit as they do have a one-man disadvantage here.
I'm trying to just find a frag, it looks like at the moment as a AK to be picked up there by Crystal. And it's all about just finding a frag for one of the players. Got to find a pick. Can it be here? Nope. Markov going to shut down Crystal, and now it gets even worse. You know, it's a slippery slope. Once there's one failed pick attempt in a situation like this, you're going to have to demand even more from the remaining players. And then it's all on Robson. There's a 1-on-4. So Kucha coming in.
This is getting scary for PENTA now. HellRaisers slowly emerging. We saw what the problems it caused HellRaisers to not have Simple with the AWP. Now we're seeing Crystal without the AWP. They're going to go for the eco here. They're going to, A, try and cause as much damage as possible with these bloody CZs, and B, they're ecoing because they want the AWP on Crystal. That's what they want here. They want they would rather have that and HellRaisers have more money than go for the force buy here with AKs. We've got Robson, the bomb carrier, 16 HP at the moment. HellRaisers, sorry, Simple moving back, keep that range between him and the rest of the team.
That's like a Dozy and Simple, the combo of doom right now, as all the frags coming in, and no damage done at all. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Why don't the CTs just grab that C4 and plant it on the T-spawn?
I think we should advise them.
Yeah,
they don't tweet them.
They know what they're doing. These guys are amateurs.
Guys, get a C4 quick. Press E to pick up.
Just pick up the C4. Yeah, just pick up the C4 and hide it. Just throw it off the map.
Okay, PENTA are changing things up. PENTA are changing things up now. Crystal and Dennis, double AWP. It's an AWP bonanza right now. They've spun a tombola and it said double AWP. That's what they're going to do. Oh. But the gun and nade combo is just going to take Dennis out of this game. So that's going to be double AWP gone. And Crystal, it's going to be down to him now. His top fragger has gone to bring PENTA to 2 rounds away from that match point.
If you have heart problems, don't be a fan of HellRaisers because they have so many games which just like tug at not only your heartstrings but just send your pulse racing as they always make it close. So many overtime games. And yes, this is looking like it could shape up to be another one of those.
Can they close out the clutch though? That is the question. They are slowly approaching the A bomb site here. We've got Speedy opening up the door. The Molotov's coming in here from Markelov. That may slow down the T push, but Angel will fall down to Speedy.
So PENTA in with a big bang. 2 frags found. Simple wrapping around Forklift. Going to be taken out by Speedy, but not after he does square things up. We're going to see this retake now from short and from the pickup truck. And there goes the jump from Dozier. Oh, what brilliant play from Dozier. Now it's a 1-on-2, and Felix is going to make it a 1-on-1 with the quick find there. And Dozier is taking his time, actually. Should know where Felix is. And that bomb is ticking away. He's running out of time. He has a kit, but still, Felix gets the shot. And that's another awesome kill from him to secure the round. And PENTA are bringing it back slowly. 2 rounds away, 1 from match point.
The all-important AWP has been picked up and thrown over to Crystal here. He's on 18 kills at the moment, falling behind the rest of his team. So he still is important, however, as he can make all the difference. Dennis doing beastly things here for his team at the moment. Got the flash coming in from Markelov, but Crystal's holding such an angle that it won't make any difference. Markelov's going to hide at the back of the site. Naded to 48 HP. Going to run away as well. Get away with his life. He's lucky. They're going to chase him down, though. He's going to get the frag.
Markov running for dear life. He is not going to survive, though. It's a sad, sad story as PENTA do take themselves the A bomb site. And Speedy finds himself a frag on B. Wow. This is not looking good. Is it Simple is the last man standing here with that AWP. He's going to get eliminated. And PENTA on match point. And this is, if HellRaisers aren't able to bring it back to an overtime and win it in an overtime now, they are done and dusted.
Indeed, this could be last chance saloon here for Team HellRaisers. They have to make it work every single round from here and onwards. PENTA at match point. Are we going to see overtime again? That is the question. Crystal with the AWP. Simple with the AWP. Simple with no armor to speak of whatsoever. Got to watch out for these grenades.
But so far, PENTA are taking it quite slow. Yes, we're seeing the Molotov into the vents. That's really, really important. If you're playing, it can be a tell though. If you're Molotoving the vent, then that is indicative that you want to take middle. So this can give some information to HellRaisers, but perhaps nothing too substantial just yet. But a little piece of the puzzle. Looks like they are moving their way towards A actually. Split is being set up. Going to be really difficult. Oh, Simple going down straight away. Markov gets assaulted over by Forklift. He can only get one kill before going down. Certainly not looking all too good for them at the moment as this push comes in. And look at this, Crystal coming in from the connector there, and he's going to go down straight away. Dozier finding the kill with the FAMAS. Really key frag. Absolutely key. As we see Spitty running all the way around Squeaky to actually come around to flank them. This is risky stuff as PENTA are holding on to the bomb site. HellRaisers in with the assault now, as it's all going to be on Dozier with the AWP in hand. Misses the shot. Oh, and he finds it with the USP, but he's going to go down. And PENTA, they take it against HellRaisers, and that was a wonderful result from them. And we can see that, well, everyone's left, so we can't see the frags, but never mind. I'm sure it was awesome.
Congratulations to PENTA. And it's going to be nice to see some new teams here at DreamHack Winter in November, end of November, around the 30th. So I look forward to seeing them there. That was a good 2 matches there. Unfortunate for HellRaisers, just couldn't clutch it again. They just I mean, they get so close to winning these matches, but then they always, well, not always, but often fall short at the last stop. So,
yeah.
You know, I think they've made some improvement with the way they're using Simple there. He did get picked a lot of times in mid, though. And
well, one thing I was about that match is that HellRaisers, they need to go back to the drawing board as well, because the only reason why they were able to actually put up a fight there was because on the T side, they won the pistol. They only got like 4, they had 4 rounds for ages. They managed to get to 5, but the majority of the momentum was found from the pistol. So had they not got that, it almost feels like PENTA would have almost 16, like, 2'd them or something like that.
Yeah.
It looked really bad from their T perspective on that, and they had a lot of rounds which were completely just picked apart by the defensive play from Ultimate. So, you know, I'm really impressed by the play we saw there, and there's a lot to look forward to, as you said, with a new team, you know, jumping into the fray, you know, an old name, but it's going to be interesting to see what they have to throw at us in the future.
Absolutely. I think that's going to be it for our stream today. So I know there's some matches still going on, but you'll see those results on HLTV as and when they come in. So thanks for watching today, guys. We will be back tomorrow with more tournaments. So definitely follow the channel if you're not following us already. There's going to be a lot more Counter-Strike here tomorrow and through all the way to Sunday and at our LAN finals in Milan as well. So keep tuned to the channel, guys, and we will see you next time.